Here we go.
I will open it. Yeah. So far, one is not there. I haven't received them. Is Desi there? Desi? Not there yet. The last one, number 8, is not here yet.
On the way, is it?
Oh, okay.
Mr. Mike is here. Okay. Ishura Ashraf is here. Oh, here. Okay, fine. Second. Rinawati? Rinawati? Not here. Haryani? Yeah, okay. Irma? Okay. Arvin? Not here. Frida Kasmawati? Okay.
Sampai Haryani.
Desi?
Haryani. That's
Desi is here?
Oh, ni. There.
yes.
Patut I tak tahu nama. Okay. So Mayuka, 1 minute here. Okay, one maybe you can set in the news speaker.
Okay.
Speaker.
But another 5 minutes.
Nice. Okay.
I think most of them here. So, Sandeep said we have to start at 9. Yeah, sure. Yes. Oh, Desi, okay. Yes.
Desi, tidak hantar paper
Desi.
ke?
Sudah tak?
Cek sama ya.
Namanya N bukan Desi.
N
A E
A
bukan N D
D D
E I mana?
Nadim.
Bukan.
Nadia. Sini nama lah. Sini Nadia. Ujung sekali.
Your presentation will be only 5 minutes, huh? Remind them. So if I will give some warning or something, maybe some reminder for 4 minutes. So you still have for 1 minute or something. So you can already write. So within 1 minute you can summarize 4 things or something like that. Okay. So you want to finish up in on time. So I don't want to delay for your lunch or tea break. Okay.
Yes.
I think you also don't want to be too late, right?
Very good morning to all of you, especially our chairperson today, Dr. Nell M. Martin, Assistant Professor and Clinical Instructor from College of Nursing, Mindanao State Universities, and Elegant Institute of Technology, Elegant City from Philippines. Okay, welcome. And Dr. Asita, Associate Professor Dr. Asita Engo from Faculty of Applied Science, Lincoln University College, Malaysia. Okay. Welcome all the presenter today. We have, I think this session we have this morning at presenter. So another 10 will be after we break, okay? After the tea, okay? So we would like to start with the first presenter today is with Mayuk Bhattacharya Sonelali. This was, I think he, okay. He will be presented on the impact of integrated nutrient management in baby corn. Okay, let's welcome. You can start with your presentation, please.
A very good morning to all present over here, all the distinguished guests, presenters, and respective chairman present over here. So I'm privileged to present my topic on basis of impact of integrated nutrient management in baby corn in the eastern part of India. Actually, it's based on my master's thesis topic. So what is baby corn? Can you move the presentation topic, please? Next slide. Baby corn is a small size corn when it is harvested before fertilization. It's small in size. It's a beautiful vegetables we used in various hotel items. We can see in crispy jelly baby corns and other special items. It's a very good veggies. It is harvested as a variety of corn or maize when harvested early before fertilization. Can you move to the next slide, please? And what is the importance of baby corn? Because baby corn is now becoming popular, very popular in India as well as in the world as a very nutritious food and a very nutritious veggies. And it also give a diversification and promotion of dairy industries also, because the stocks of it can be used as a dairy industries product. So these are some few articles I have studied before for my review literature. Move on to the next slide. With the objective, here I'm focusing on the integrated nutrient management on the growth, yield attributes, and yield of baby corn. These are few review literatures. Can we go to the next slide? Next slide. Next one. Next one. Yeah. The materials method I have followed here because I have chosen the season was Rabi season in the 2021 and 22. The district site was the district seat farm of AB block in BCKB. The zone was selected in the eastern part, the new alluvial zone of West Bengal. These are the latitude and longitude. The altitude was 9.75 meter above the ground level, mean sea level. The ecosystem was a medium land. These are the physiochemical properties of the soil. We can see the soil the pH of the soil is quite normal, and all the NPK and available in soil. Can we go to the next slide? These are the meteorological data just for the general information what we kept there. Next one. The cropping history of the land. In the pre-Kharif there was nothing. In the Kharif the 3 seasons I had chosen. The Kharif was rice and the Rabi, and these were the 3 years details history of the cropping history of the land. The detailed experiment the variety I've chosen was G5141 Syngenta variety companies, and the experiment site was district seed farm AB block. The growing season was Rabi season. The block design I've chosen, the design of that experiment was RBD. The number of applications were 3, the number of treatments were 7, and the plots were 21. The plot size was 25 meters square. The width of the burn was 0.5 meter. The irrigation channel was 1 meter. The seed rate I've chosen 25 kg per hectare. The spacing was 15 to 20 centimeter. And the date of sowing, as you see, 3rd December 2022. The treatment details, what I've chosen 7 treatments. In the first treatment, in the control one, which was 120, 60, 40 NPK doses I have chosen, and the time of application was phosphorus, potash, and the 1/3 nitrogen I have chosen in the basal, and the 1/3 nitrogen I have chosen on the first crop dressing. At the 3rd week after sowing, I have applied, and after 50 days after sowing, I have applied the rest 1/3 of nitrogen. In the second one treatment, I have chosen uncertainty the dose of nitrogen, and that is 150, 60, 40, and the application were quite same as T1. In the T3rd and the third treatment, I have chosen the control one. With that, I have applied green manures, which was dhanja, means sesbania. And the application of the control dose was same, but I have applied green manuring 15 days before sowing. In the T4 treatment, what I have applied as a control dose with 5 ton per hectare in 5-year manure, and the application was quite same as T3. In the T5 with control, I have applied 10 ton per hectare farm-yard manure. T6 treatment I have applied with the control 15 ton per hectare farm-yard manure, and T7 treatment with the control I have applied 20 ton per hectare farm-yard manure. These are the my design structure. These are some photographs. Can you just move fast? While some collecting data as the photographs. These are the calendar of my operation, just as other timetable. Can you move? The observation what I've recorded where I focus is on the growth attributes and the yield attributes. So what I've seen here,
Sorry.
that is, yeah, okay. Move.
Move. Okay.
We can see in the growth attributes for the plant height, we can see the T6 and the T7 treatment, we get the highest result. But the T6 and T7 results are showing quite at par, right? Means quite same. Can I move on to the next? Yeah, also for leaf area index as a growth attribute, we can see the same result. We can see the highest growth at T7, but T6 and T7 are shown quite same. Also for dry matter accumulation, we got the highest at T7, but T6 and T7 are quite at par. Also CGR and top growth rate, also we got the same result. And also in case of yield attributes, also in the same. We have chosen, same result in T6 and T7. T7 highest, T6 and T7 are quite at par. The next one. But for the production economics, as T6 and T7 are quite higher, but in the T6 during the application, the BC benefit and cost ratio is we get the higher. So because farmyard manure are quite costlier in to buy for the farmers. So what we suggested to the farmers that as we got T7 the highest result, but the benefits cost ratio is higher in T6 treatment. So in that region, we should through this experiment, I should recommend or we should recommend to the farmers that T6 treatment is the best result possible to get the best Rubicon growth and yield with the treatment. The treatment is NPK doses 126 by 40 and 15 ton per hectare farmyard manure. Thus we got the summary and conclusion. Like T6 and T7 treatment are quite similar, but T6 treatment is economically beneficial because the benefits and cost ratio is much higher. So T6 treatment should be recommended. And this is the treatment. So the future scope of that, some of the specific experiments we can do, but like quality analysis test, soil microbial test due to the lockdown period was done during the experiment.
From back cannot hear.
No? Yeah. So during that COVID period, we have tested this one, so this test cannot be done. But in future, we should focus on this and detailed experiment in future. But I just want to add it because the climatic quality of northern India and Malaysia and this part of the region are quite more similar. So as the result was shown in that part of India, can be seen, it's recommended or can be suggested that can be same as in Malaysia also, on this part of the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayu. Any question from the floor? Any questions?
Good morning, and congratulations for your work. I am interested to know, although it's not really my field, but I have gone through your presentation, and you're saying that treatment 6 to 7 is commendable. Was there a point that your review of literature really would tell that protocol has to be towards more than 5 maybe, or a series of treatments and varying concentrations that you have added in the treatment?
Yeah, actually, during the study of my review literature, I've seen that there scientists are quite applying the same doses, kind of like that. So they show the same results have got. So that's why I practically practiced on the field. That's why it brings it. Because without practical experimenting on the field, we can't say anything with in agriculture. That's the message.
Yes, the comment that I have to bring to you and this group is it's really very important to base on certain protocols that's been done and that you are going to translate it in your own context so that you'll be able to address your own objective of the study, particularly on the experimentation as well as the use of control. On the other hand, I was also like interested to know about whether you have come across testing on soil and looking into preparation of soil that has to be addressed in terms of presence of metals, for example, and certain certification of the area by which this baby corn has to grow prior to your effective study because we're talking about also like looking into the nutrient management. And so maybe you can tell us more about it. Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, on integrated nutrient management, which is that using the nutrients like from organic and inorganic properly in the same in a certain ratio that we get the best result. So that is the what the meaning of integrated nutrient management. So here I have used the organic one with the inorganic because farmyard manure get the farm waste used and made it compost or something like that. So that's I used the farmyard manure and also dhain chapel. In the treatment tree I've used the sesbania. Sesbania is a crop, is a legume crop which use the which use is to increase the nitrogen level in the soil with the same plant, the same field. I have to plant there and mix with the soil, it decompose and increase the nitrogen level. So that's why.
All right. So I haven't seen about the locale where you have conducted.
It was in India. It was the
India.
eastern part in India because my master study was done in India,
And it's an agricultural area.
agricultural area.
And
It's the
because
eastern
we're
part of
thinking about organic because that's actually the trend now and it's really like responding to the needs of sustainable development that you want. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So the next presenter, Mr. Ismail. So his topic is comparative study among the Glyceria vegetable-based water hydrogening of nitrogen increment in tea refuse composting.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Ismail Harshit. This is my research comparative study among bacteria vegetable-based water hygiene for nitrogen increment in tea refuse composting. This is my friend.
Sorry?
Introduction. Tea came from the leaves of Camellia sinensis plant. This is very popular drink in the world. Actually, this drink is most popular drink next to the water. Tea refuse is waste. Um, Tea refuse is a waste during the manufacturing of tea, made tea, and this tea refuse is very enriched in the nutrient. Composting is very important part of the natural cycle. In this composting process, microbes play an important role, and the function of these microbes is to decompose the readily available organic materials and stabilize the residual material into the finished compost. The compost prepared from tea refuse create favorable condition while improving nutrient availability for plants. This is my problem identification and justification. Amazon Trading Private Limited is one of the leading value-added organic tea export companies in Sri Lanka. In this company, there is a tea refuse after their final product. In that case, the company quality team need sustainable solution for this tea refuse. As a solution for this problem, I suggest producing organic compost based on this tea refuse by using best nitrogen source because all of compost have a best nitrogen value. Is my objective. My general objective is to develop high quality compost by using tea refuse as a main composting material. is my specific objective. First one is to evaluate nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium level in final compost in relation to the CM ratio adjustment using different raw material. My second specific objective is to evaluate the period of T-waste composting and the different management of nitrogen sources. My third specific objective is to evaluate the plant growth and yield parameters of water spinach under different compost management systems. Here is my material and methodology. As a composting material, I use tea refuse, water hygiene, glycidia, vegetable waste, cow dung, mature compost, black color polythene. For the pot experiment material, I use water spinach, topsoil, plastic containers, deep treated compost, control compost. As a control compost, I use readily available government approved compost. This is my designing of compost file. First of all, I calculated CN ratio separately for each compost file, 30 to 1 CN ratio. After that, I gathered material. Here's my first treatment. Tea refuse 25 kilogram plus cow dung 2 liter plus mature compost 100 gram. This is my treatment 2. Tea refuse 25 kilogram, water I think 5 kilogram, cow dung 2 liter, mature compost 100 gram. For my treatment 3, I use tea refuse 25 kilogram, glycidia 3 kilogram, cow dung 2 liter, mature compost 100 gram. For my treatment 4, I use tea refuse 25 kilogram, vegetable waste 4 kilogram, cow dung 2 liter, mature compost 100 gram. I use cow dung and mature compost as an inoculant for the composting of tea refuse. This is my methodology for pot experiment design. Growing media prepared by using topsoil 1 part to mature compost 1 part 1 to 1 ratio. 6 plant replication conducted by use each medium is the table of content for the pot experiment. This data collection part, I gathered as a compost data, temperature, pH value, EZ value, total nitrogen content, total potassium content, total phosphorus content, organic carbon content. I gathered temperature every once a week, and pH value also once a week. I gathered EZ value, total nitrogen, total potassium, total phosphorus, organic carbon at the beginning stage and after the maturation of the compost files. Uh, Here is my plant data. I collect plant height, number of leaves, fresh weight, dry weight. I gather plant height and plant number of leaves once a 5 days and fresh weight and dry weight after 46 days. Uh, I analyze this data by using Minitab 90 software. Is my results and discussion. When we look at after the 7 days, treatment one compost show best organic carbon percentage, but when we look at the treatment two, best nitrogen and phosphorus shows in treatment two compost, which is T-Reviews plus Glycidia compost, sorry, T-Reviews plus water hygiene compost. And when we look at the potassium content, T1 show the best potassium content after the 7 days. It is the beginning stage of the composting of T-Reviews. After the maturation, 46 days, treatment 1 show the best organic carbon percentage. But when we look at the treatment 2 compost show the best nitrogen, best phosphorus, best potassium content, which is tea refuse plus water hygiene compost. This is discussion for the okay pH value and EC value. pH value of the treatment 1 and treatment 2 is normal, but treatment 3 and treatment 4 little bit alkaline. EC value is all compost normal. This is the plant experiment data. T2 show the best plant height and number of leaves, and this is the biomass production. T2 show the highest biomass production. Okay. This is my conclusion. The highest fresh matter content, highest dry matter content, highest plant height, and highest number of leaves shows in T2 treatment for experiment, which is tea waste mixed with water hygiene compost treatment plus topsoil. Based on these growth parameters, T2 pot experiment compost treatment shows the best growth performance and nutrient performance. Based on this above findings, water hygiene can be used as a best nitrogen source for composting of tea refuse. Is my reference. Thank you all for listening my presentation.
Thank you for the presentation. It's good. Any question from the floor? Any questions? Okay, I have one question for you. So you choose T, right? So what's the meaning of this one? High.
Water hygiene.
Hygiene. Yeah, what's that one?
It's a aquatic feed from we can collect from the water resource.
Is that-
Hyacinth is a water lily,
Oh, water
Yeah.
lily. Oh,
Yeah.
you use a water lily.
right?
Yeah, water lily.
Yeah.
Variety of the water lily.
Oh, okay. So you use that one for your treatment, is it? So it's
Yeah.
that one is
The
highest
main
impact.
thing is tea refuse. Tea refuse combined with the nitrogen sources. As a nitrogen sources, I use Chlorisidia. One of the thing is water hygiene. Other thing is vegetable waste.
Okay.
Yes. Congratulations. I just have a comment. This is really something that is helpful for the community, and that utilization of waste is really helpful. Of course, you have used some of those that are available in the community. How are you able to disseminate, other than in conference, that you have done for this study?
So,
Could you present this to the um, beneficiary or those that are having the benefit of your study? Are you able to deliver it to them? Or what was your effort other than having a conference? Did
actually,
you publish or?
not I did that.
So this is your first time to disseminate?
I disseminated in my bachelor.
Ah, yeah.
Actually, I done in my intern period. I work in Sri Lankan organic tea exporting company. In that case, that company has every day 4 kilograms of tea refuse. Every day their production, after their production, there is a 4 kilogram of tea waste. So in that case, after the end of this year, they have gathered so many tea refuse, but they are utilize this in a different way. They discard this tea refuse. They hold the dig and put that tea refuse in the dig and one layer of tea refuse. After that, kerosene of one layer. Like that way, they discard or burning. Burning is a not way. This should actually we should done this in Sri Lanka because lot of we have control for the T Act. So we have discard this thing in front of the T inspector. So it is compulsory. Otherwise, this T waste can use someone as a misproduct. So in that case, I think I do some literature survey about this tea waste, and this tea waste has very good nutrient content, and also this tea waste can increase the plant growth also. But somehow the nitrogen content is not adequate for the plant. So I look for a solution. So I find a water hygiene plant. This is a very aquatic feed in Sri Lanka. In water, all of the water resources there is a aquatic feed, but water hygiene is higher. So I suggest this one for using as a one of the nitrogen source for the composting of tea leaves, and it was success.
Uh, the reason why I the reason
The reason why I'm inquiring or like making a comment on that is because it's very important that we disseminate it. The beneficiary for this study is your company, right?
Yeah.
And that is also an impact to the society. Especially there are legal basis in which this tea has to be properly disposed.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, and it helps me a lot as if when I go through your presentation, it helps me a lot understanding the processes that you have gone through with the use of the photos and then the improvement or the progress of your stage by stage and sequence processes. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So I saw your objective.
Yeah.
Are you developing something already?
Actually, madam, my purpose is to develop this compost by increasing the nitrogen content of the compost.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Oh, so I saw there your objective is to evaluate the NP. I don't know what is NP.
Nitrogen, phosphorus.
Oh, okay. Are you you are put together two variables there in your objective? How you do assess evaluate your
Yeah.
objective? I mean
Yeah,
your result. That it
yeah.
came out.
I analysis this compost at the beginning stage and after the maturation stage. I show some results in the results page. Okay, this is up there. This is the at the beginning stage nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium values. Okay, ma'am.
So you are doing the comparison
Yeah.
research studies.
Yeah,
That is your method.
yeah. Comparative study.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next presenter, Haji Dinawati Kasri. So her topic is analysis of exercise, evidence of road rehabilitations in adults post-stroke and its increasing factor in muscle fitness.
This is good.
You can make the full
Yeah.
second
One minute. Slash.
small.
But still, it's coming like this. Go to the slideshow. So, tak ada. Sebab you sama PDF. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My Honorable Dr. Neil and Dr. Hasita. Good morning. Okay, I will introduce myself. My name is Rinawati Kasrin. I am a lecturer from the Nursing Department, Health Science, Perintis Indonesia University, West Sumatra. Okay. So my title of the research is about the title.